If you're working full time and you're struggling to form friendships or have the same number of friendships that you had back when you were in university or in college, you're not alone. And I don't think it's your fault. I think for me as well, when I started working full time, I noticed that my social life took a complete 180 compared to university. I was struggling to make friends and I was struggling to lead a life that was interesting. I remember I'd be working 8:30 to 5 and I'd be coming home and I'd feel quite lonely, and this is quite normal. We're human beings, we're gregarious creatures, and we evolved in tribes. We need friendships, and it's a very big part of our mental well-being and emotional well-being. In university, it was very easy to make friends because the environment was such and it was conducive where everyone was on the same boat. Everyone was there to make friends, not only just study, but also there were groups, there were activities, there were clubs that you could join. So everyone there also, it was a similar age bracket, so they all obviously were on the same page. So definitely, if you're looking to make friends in university, it's a completely different ball game. I've realized it was much easier to make friends in university when I was living in a dorm, and I'm sure you would have experienced the same thing. However, when it comes to work, I noticed a lot of my colleagues that I wanted to become friends with or get to know outside, a lot of them wanted to have that kind of divide between their work life and work colleagues and their personal friends and their personal lives. So I don't blame them. I guess this is a preference, but also a lot of them maybe, especially if you're a younger person, you notice that maybe quite a few of them would be married or they'd have children of their own. So any question of meeting outside of work would be quite hard because they also have quite busy schedules. So for me, some things that worked in terms of broadening my social circle or making friends, there are a few things that I think helped me, and I wanted to share them with you because I think maybe some things might benefit you, and maybe you could also explore this. So, for one, I joined a book club. I decided that I wanted to kind of meet people who shared similar interests to me. So, a book club was a great one, and also it shows how you can it very easily transcends your interest, very easily transcends demographics, age, all this type of stuff, cultural background, because I joined a book club which is generally much older gentlemen, but I got to make wonderful friends there and wonderful social connections because we all shared our common love for reading books, and friendships really stem from that. I also joined an MMA gym where I was able to meet people from kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and even after class, maybe on an open mat, or we'd get to chat a little bit more, or maybe I'd exchange some contacts and maybe we'd meet for some pad work or some sparring. So over there, I was also able to make some connections. Additionally, I went on the Meetup app and I decided to try it out because I saw a couple other people using it, and there are quite a few events, you'll be surprised, which are basically oriented around people making friends. So I decided to attend a couple of these meetups, and I went to some drink coffee and make friends meetups, and I met some wonderful people there. And what's great about that such event is that everyone there is on the same page because everyone there wants to meet people. So the environment is actually conducive to kind of approaching people and saying, "Hey, I'd love to have a chat with you and know who you are and what your story is." So I was able to form some great friendships from meetup events. Now, it is also important to remember that when you do meet people, especially at meetup events, maybe one or two out of every 50 people you meet will actually be people that you feel like there's some compatibility with. So you're not going to get it the first time. It's going to be quite a few people that you go through to see that, hey, I think me and you kind of have this good friendship energy, and you'd like to cultivate that. Finally, I think also when I joined a hiking group, that was really awesome. I was able to make some good friendships there because that was an interest of mine, and when you're hiking, you're also hiking for several hours, so that's plenty of opportunity to speak with the person on the right and left of you, and actually it's plenty of opportunity to get to know the entire group because you have so much time there and there's not much else to do when you're hiking except walk. So everyone wants to talk, and it's a very conducive environment to making friendships over a common interest of nature, hiking, walking, and exercise. However, my friendships really elevated when I decided that I would not attend a hiking event, but I would host my own community event. So when I hosted a few of these, I was really able to establish social connections because I was now the glue or the common factor between all these people that attended the hiking event. So everyone obviously communicated with me, and that was really a great opportunity for me to not only take some leadership and initiative, but also solidify friendships or further broaden the scope of the people that I could be friends with, being able to organize an event. And also, if you really want to get to know people, I have a friend who told me that if you really want to know someone, you are either going to do business with them or you're going to go on a trip with them, travel with them. So I have done a couple road trips, and I noticed some friendships really blossomed when I went on road trips with some people. This is obviously over a weekend, so you share the car together and you share experiences together. And if you really want to get to know people, road trips are a wonderful option. But I'd like to end this by saying that it's really important that you also initiate plans if you really want to try and broaden your friendship circle and make friendships. A lot of the friends I have right now who I became very close to are those friends that I actually ended up initiating plans with. Maybe I'd exchange contacts with them, and then after a couple days or weeks, I'd say, hey, it was wonderful chatting with you at this place. I'd love to maybe call you over for bowling. And from there, when you initiate plans, people also take interest in you because they're quite flattered that, hey, you reached out and, that you're considering them. So I'd say that a big tip for this is if you see someone that you feel like there's a good friendship possibility with them, definitely try and initiate plans because more often than not, people would be more than happy to reciprocate that by attending whatever event or plan you have in mind. So with that said, I hope that if you are struggling with friendships like I was, these tips or strategies that I use to expand my social circle, I hope that these also maybe help you. Try and join clubs, try and join meetup events. There's a lot of people like you who may be struggling with friendships, especially when they're in their 20s or 30s or they're working full time. But just bear in mind that you're not alone on this. It's just really important to go out and try and join clubs or events or whatever based on your interests. And more often than not, you'll end up meeting some amazing people that you can form lifelong friendships with. With that said, I hope this video was useful for you. And till next time, take care. Bye.